Happy Saturday, coming live from my bed. Hello, baby girl. You're waving at everyone. That's gorgeous. I've got a little electric blanket on my belly. It's a very cold day here in California, which I love. Okay, thanks, husband. He put a line on my shoulder. Anyway, I wanted to come in and speak about something that I always find fascinating. I had an outstanding call with so many awesome women yesterday, and one of them stood out in particular. This beautiful girl has been in her way for a very long time. You know, she's the queen of sabotage, holding herself back, just getting in the way of her relationships, like so many of you. She knows that's what she does. Then she's going out there intellectually trying to solve this, you know, going to psychologists and doing all the things that we think that we're meant to do. Yet she hasn't got any closer to her outcome. Yet a lot of years have passed her by. And I can't stand seeing that. When I see an amazing woman in front of me, I'm like, let's get this taken care of right now. Like, no more dabbling with a session here and there with a therapist or with a psychologist or a workshop here and there. Like, let's cut that shit out, because that is not you playing full out. That is not going to change your life. You know it. It's called dabbling. It's called doing the bare minimum. And, you know, you are the sort of woman that when you want something, you'll go make magic happen. Here's one of the main reasons that you are afraid to step up. And it's not what you think. You know, often, you know, you tell yourself, oh, it's just the investment. Oh, it's the time. It's none of those things. Guess what it is? The main reason that you hold back from actually leaping forward and saying a hell's yes, I am going to change my life. I'm putting a stake in the ground. I want to be the chosen one. I want to be deeply loved. I want to experience intimacy. I want to be someone's priority. The reason you hold back from stepping into your greatness is because you're terrified to be great. You're terrified to step up and be the extraordinary woman that you're born to be, because you don't know how to be her. And you're like, I know how to be doing the sad me. I know how to be the me that doesn't get what she wants. I know how to be the me that puts shit in the way and tells myself that it's always, you know, the good stuff happens to other people. I know how to put excuses in the way and hold myself back. I know how to play small. I sabotage like a fucking badass. But you're telling me, Lucy, that I can actually get what I want? Okay, now that scares me. That's the truth. You're like, whoa, what happens then? So this is a massive, massive fear of many of you. This is what's holding you back, is you do not know what that looks like, and it scares you. Because it's not our darkness that we're afraid of, as Marianne Williamson so beautifully says in one of my favorite quotes. It's not your darkness that you're afraid of. You know how to do dark. You know how to hide. You know how to whip out all the excuses and all the reasons as to why you don't need to step up. You got that in the bag. You're on autopilot with that. You don't even have to think about that. But let's just really go there right now. What if you actually said yes to putting yourself first and showed the universe who was boss? Because the universe does not respond to laziness. It does not respond to dabbling. It does not respond to, oh, one day when. No, the universe responds to clarity, to taking action, to being decisive and saying, you know what? I'm fucking changing my life. I'm going to step up. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Today is the day. That is why my life changed significantly. When I just got out of my own bullshit and went, how much longer am I going to keep putting stuff in the way? Because I was a professional at doing that, just like you. And it is costing you time. It is having a detrimental impact on your mental health. Many of you have suffered depression, really bad depression. And deep, deep, deep down, it terrifies you that it's going to rear its ugly head. But you've got it so handled that you're not even admitting to yourself that this is something that scares you. So let's just really get real about what this is and what is at stake and what is actually on the line. Are you willing to fight for your fear and to stay safe? Or are you willing to fight for your dream and your greatness and to get the fuck out of your comfort zone and be the woman you're born to be? because we need more light warrior goddesses right now, especially right now during this time. I'm calling on those of you in here that are absolute powerhouses with so much love to give, which you haven't experienced yet. You haven't received that reciprocity. You haven't received that man putting you first and valuing you and loving you and holding space for you yet. Because you haven't made that a priority. You haven't made you a priority. You don't know how to do that for yourself. And until you allow yourself to be supported and to become a master at receiving, you're constantly going to be in this cycle of overgiving. It's never about me, blah, 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 blah. It's victimhood. You're choosing that right now. If you're not choosing something else and taking action and following through, you are choosing your current circumstances. Fact. Why would you be afraid of your greatness? When you step into your greatness, you get to feel alive. You get to feel inspired. All of your cells start rearranging themselves and health issues disappear because you're flooding your system with ease, with possibility, with expansion, and that's miracle consciousness energy. You're starting to tap into your feminine, into your beautiful ovaries, into your vagina, into your sensuality, and your whole body is saying a hell's fucking yes to life. And if that's not worth getting excited about and investing in, then you're in the wrong community. I'm not here to hold space for you to be a C player and a D player. Right, Abella? I'm here to hold space for you to be an A player, to get your plan A, to get your dream the way that you want it, no exceptions. But you've got to be a vibrational rod of energy. You've got to be a match for that in order to receive it. We literally attract who we are. So don't be all confused that life isn't working out for you or that you attract in the drop kicks. That's on you, sister. That's your energy that's out of alignment, your belief system that's out of alignment, your mindset that's in shitsville. And the solution is here. When the student is ready, the teacher appears, but it's up to you to take your teacher by the hand and say, guide me now. I need this. I deserve this. I'll do what it takes. Okay? No more being afraid to step up. We're here to experience abundance in this lifetime, not to suffer through life every day. Suffering, 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 pain in the body, suffering, suffering. No, that's a choice. Pain gets built up because you're not dealing with your emotional life. Dis-ease comes from you disallowing ease. It's not just something you inherit. So get out of that story. If you're feeling any pain, tension, headache, stomach aches, you name it, autoimmune, you name it, it's because you're not dealing with all these repressed emotions, sadness, shame, trauma, not enoughness. And it's time for you to get your act together and to invest in the most important person in your life who you've been leaving behind. And that woman is you. It's not the man that's going to complete you. It's you taking yourself seriously enough to go, I fucking deserve this and more. Because you do. And the fact that you're listening to this live means I am speaking to your soul, sister. This is not a coincidence. You are amazing. You have so much light inside of you. You've got the most beautiful heart. There is nothing wrong with your heart. It's your belief system that sucks. It's your trauma that you're hanging on to. Your not enoughness that you keep feeding. And you've got to be done with that if you want to experience a completely different next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Otherwise, they will look exactly the same as the last 40. Okay, so consider this your wake-up call because I love you. You're in my community. And I'm not here to fucking talk about unicorns and rainbows. This is your life. And you're the only one that can step up and say a hell's yes to yourself. Get excited about what is available to you. Get excited about life. Why not make 2021 the best fucking year yet? But it won't be if you don't take action right now. It'll look exactly the same, but worse. Okay? Mwah, I'm rooting for you. Big love.